Folks, do you like Bitcoin? I'm going to show you a chart that's going to blow your mind. This is not financial advice, but I'm always right.
I'm trying to put money in your pocket, that crypto wallet, that bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. 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 I'm always right.
All right, guys, it's real simple. I'm going to make this easy so that even some of the guys that are out here like raging psychos saying, we're going to be in bear market for like another 15 million billion years, and we're going to go down to $3,000 Bitcoin, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So local bottom right now is about 17,567. The question becomes, are we going to go down from there? And the answer to that is a probably surprising, I don't think so. That's not a no, but I want to look at a couple of different things here, and I want to talk you through this just so you guys can see this, right? This is when we get on a bull run. This is a bull move right here. You can see it up here. What happens here? It takes Bitcoin price from $1,300 all the way up to $20,000 or close to $20,000. And that is a gigantic run for Bitcoin. But then what happens? This is a long-term RSI. And what does it do? It goes down. What happens when this goes down? Then we go into a bear market. And you can see this bear market play its way through here. Then you can see when we get another pump, and this little pump right here takes us up to about the top line, that 70 number. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for to see this thing move. We want to get moving, right? So do we hit 70, and then what happens? We go from 45 to 13. So it's a 3x. It's not a, this is a good deal, right? It goes down, pumps a little, down, pumps a little bit. Now we get this gigantic pump. Now what happens when we get this gigantic pump? That's when we get our big top. This is the one that we got in April of 2021 before China started banning crypto for the 19th or 23rd time. I don't remember, but they started banning it again. We had about 66,000 Bitcoin, right? 64,000. So then that took us to a real kind of crypto winter where everything just really, really dropped dramatically. And we went down to about a 1 trillion market cap. And that 1 trillion market cap lasted a couple of days. It ended on July 20th, I might add. July 20th. You know what that day was? That was also my birthday. So if you haven't given me a birthday shout, then you could do that. But it is July 20th. That was the lowest day on the charts. And then we started moving. And where were we at? We were sitting right here. And what happened? We got this little bitty move. This little bitty move took us all the way up here to this big top, right? Well, I would argue that we ended right here where I'm crossed over April of 2021. That was the end of the bull market, because you can look here on this RSI and there is nobody that's going to look at this RSI and say, oh, this is the big top right here, because it's not. You can see it right here. It's very obvious. Now that means that this was institutional. This is an institutional pump brought about because the institutions, they needed to make their money somehow. They were invested deeply in here. They were leveraged into these lows right here, and they had to have this pump. So they did everything they can to make sure that it pumped. And starting in October, that even made meme coins and tokens and all of these different things just start pumping really hard. And that was the end. Since then, we've been on a downward trajectory, and we've seen basically month after month. We had this in March, we had this mini green candle, but let's look at its size. It's not real. Now in August, we are starting off on a good foot, but we might still have some downward momentum. So what did I say before? Well, we're about to hit into a bull trend. And why is that? Well, let's go down here and let's really take a hard look and let's see what happens when we get way down here. When we get way down here, what do we have? We get these massive run-ups, right? When we get down here, we get these massive run-ups. We are at the lowest possible point that we have ever seen, even a little bit lower than this one over here previously. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means that we have started to move back to the upward position. Now, you see this over here, and you see this over here. The only difference right now is that this continued to turn upward, and we had a nice big run. Well, we haven't seen that yet, but we are seeing it start to make a move. What are we also seeing? We're seeing the SMA start to move down and we're going to see a bit of a convergence here. When we see that convergence right here, then all bets are off. We are blowing through. Now, when I say all this stuff, we have to take into accommodation the amount of time. Now, we are going to back out here because I'm going to start drawing on this, and you're going to be like, oh my God, Bleaves, I can't believe you're drawing all over this. Well, we're going to do it this way, and this means that we're going through. This is the end of December. This is into January of 23. This is this simple moving average that we're seeing come down. This is where the convergence looks like it's going to happen somewhere around the November election. It's almost like fate is intertwined with us right now. So somewhere around the November election, we will already be pumping because this will already be happening. This EMA this is moving towards us. We're on a collision course with a bull run, guys. Now, I know you want a whole lot more. You want all kinds of technical details. You want to know sources. You want to know all kinds of different stuff in order to figure it out. But guess what? You don't need it. Here's what you need. You need to be able to see it. And can you see it here? Because I just gave you about 11 years worth of data saying that we were about to go on a decent run. Now, are we honestly going to be in a massive bull run? Nobody can really predict that. I mean, nobody but me can really predict that. You never really know whether we're going to go on a bull run of that magnitude or not. That's guesswork. But guess what? We've just gone through something as a country and as a world. And at some point, recovery will kick in. Now, in America, I think we've reached the peak of inflation, which means that inflation is going to start coming down, which means that risk is going to become a little bit more attractive to investors. That means that over a long period of time here, we're going to start seeing more assets being moved back into riskier markets. Now, that belies the fact that the Fed continues to hike the rates. That's not what we're really talking about. We're talking about it moving slowly. We're not talking about it moving quickly like it was before with no money. There's dry powder on the sidelines, guys. Don't ever forget that. There's a lot of people made a lot of money that are looking to make a lot of money again. So that dry powder is still sitting on the sidelines. And what I'm saying is this. We're not going to be borrowing. And let's move on here because I want to look at you face to face to tell you this. We are on the precipice of one of those moves. Now, will it be today? Probably not. Will it be tomorrow? Probably not. Will it be Wednesday? I don't know. Probably not. But we are in the thick of it right now. We are in the thick of the start of this upward turn in the market. Now, does it manifest itself into a full bull run? Probably not exactly. We're going to go back and we're going to look at this in a few years and we're going to say, you know what? We had some ups and downs as we were going along. It didn't look great all the way. But when we look at the monthly, then we know already that monthly, it takes a long time for that to move the way it has moved. So are we on this bull run? We're at the start of it. Will it take a long time to unfold and be shown to everybody? Probably. We've got some more pain and we got some more suffering before we get to the real treat of this run. But you can see it in front of you. You can see that it's right there. And if you don't believe me, go grab yourself an RSI. Go look at a monthly Bitcoin chart and go ask yourself, what do you really see? It's not financial advice. My name's Bleaves, and I'm always right.
I'm trying to put money in your pocket, that crypto wallet, that bing bada bing ching ching big profit. Even when the market's sideways, I'm looking for ways to get paid. I'm checking my coins around breakfast, then again around bedtime. Bet this, it's not financial advice, but I'm always right. 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 I'm always